Hold on, y'all. 1 second. 1 second, man. All right. What's up, y'all? What's good? Oh my God, it has been a crazy behind Black Friday. Crazy Thanksgiving week. I just want to say, hope all you guys had a great holiday. Now, I'm on here for a reason, and the reason is to make sure we're up to date with the phone flipping price list. If you don't know, my name is Brandon Jones. I go live and I do these live price list updates every single Monday. All right. I just happened to just get home. Again, running around, doing everything I need to do, getting all that stuff done so that we can get to work. Now, if you're somebody out there that does not understand what this price list is about, listen, it's just like having a buyer, and the buyer is going to give you prices that they will buy phones for. Your job is to get the phones lower than market value. So let's hop into it and let's get into the video. All right. So now when I go and I look at these price lists, I'm not gonna lie, not much changes too frequently, but when it does, you start understanding why. This is the holiday season, so you're gonna see a lot of different changes periodically, but they're gonna be changes with certain models. Not every model will change via pricing. So we got the iPhone 17 Pro Max 256. You see the orange is gonna be a different price than the regular. That obviously tells us, and I don't believe it was like that last week, that tells us that orange is going to be a phone people are seeking. So if I was a reseller, somebody trying to buy phones from OfferUp or Facebook, I would definitely try and attack these orange phones, because a person selling the phone may not know that the orange phone is worth more money, right? Because Apple doesn't say, okay, guys, if you want to buy the orange phone, you got to pay $200 extra, right? They literally let you pick the color and you pay the same price as the regular colors or the other colors, okay? So we see the orange. It looks like it's $20 more. And yes, it is. It's $20 more each section. So we got sealed, non-activated, we got activated, and we got no box HSO. No box HSO means no box headset only. All right. So we have 1,040 for the sealed non-activated, and then we have for activated 960. This is different from last week. Okay. Let me explain why. So what's happening, right, is you're getting a signal that buyers are now not willing to buy devices that are not going to, how can I put this? They're not willing to buy devices that are unsealed for the sealed price, because now they probably got enough, they got a good feel, and they're more focused on trying to get the devices that are sealed. I would guess because they feel like people are going into stores and getting these devices now more easy. So sealed is now going to be 60, 70, 80, 90. So it's going to be about $70 higher. All right. So we got 1,040. Now I'm going to just do regular. OK, so iPhone 17 Pro 256, they're paying us 1,020 for sealed and 960 activated. Activated is going to be when the device is open. OK. For the 512, it's 1,220. For activated, 1,120. That's a $100 deduction if it's open. For the iPhone 17 Pro Max, 1 terabyte, 1,420, 1,320. I did not eat yet at all today, guys, so bear with me if I mess up. 1,620 for the 2 terabyte. 1,620. So these right here, this right here is interesting. The price point right here is the same. That's interesting to me. I wonder why. I guess it's because the risk factor. If you buy 2 terabyte, that's almost $2,000. It's not worth. It's not worth buying a sealed one and it being a clone at that point at all. And I would say the same thing for the 1 terabyte, regular 1 terabyte, but they may not feel the same. But anyway, you guys see, I honestly would stay away again from the Pro Max. Way too expensive. Then they have like the locked iPhone 17 Pro Maxes. So you have the 256 for $910. You have the 512 for $970. You have the 1 terabyte for 1,080. Then you have the 2 terabyte for 1,220. So I don't know if I'm kicking out 910 for a device, right? You got to think about it like this. If I'm kicking out 910, that would mean 910 is what the buyer paying me. I got to make sure I make some bread. If I'm kicking out $910, I want to at least make $80 from this deal. So 830 is what I don't want to go past if I'm making a deal with someone. Minus, I would say $40 for wiggle room. I probably would go a little higher. Wow, so I gotta offer somebody $790 initially to start a conversation to try and get them to sell me that phone. $790 kind of won't make sense because you still have the iPhone 16s and the 16 Pro Max that people are probably asking $720 for, right? So a regular consumer is going to think and deem that their 17 Pro Max is like $850, probably be the least they'll pay. All right. What else? I'm skipping all of the models that don't matter. I want to get to like the highlighted ones. You guys can see on the screen. Pause it. Just look, right? The iPhone 17 256. That's what I want to actually talk about. The iPhone 17 256. So you have sealed, not activated 700. You got activated 600. The iPhone 17 512. You have 800 and then 700. So it looks like, to be honest, the iPhone 17 is a good ass buy. Now, I want to explain why I'm saying this. Well, a lot of people that are going to be trying to get phones and source these devices are going to be getting them on accounts. Now, what type of account? I'm telling you, it's not with their own social. So they're not paying $600 for a phone. They're not paying $400 for a phone. For iPhone 17, tax-wise, they're probably paying around $320, if anything, okay? That is going to be their initial investment. If they pay $320 and I can get them, what, an extra $200, so I give them $520, they should be happy. Now, some of them will be greedy, but $700, I can get that because it's a lot of BOGOs. Buy one, get one free. There's a lot of people trading in different devices, old devices, to be able to get these devices. So again, you can attack for the 17, but I tell you guys all the time, I would not negotiate if I'm starting out for any phone over $500. 500 is my cut. I'm not trying to go over 500. If I go over 500, I lose because 500, that's a big investment. Now, I will go over 500 if I have a buyer that I can meet the same day. You know what I mean? I think that makes more sense. But if it's just a buyer that I would have to ship to, I'm not going over 500. All right, 16 Pro Max, 256, 910 sealed, 820 activated, iPhone 16 Pro Max 512, 1060 sealed and activated 970. Well, definitely wouldn't buy these. Wouldn't be perfect. It's no point, right? It's no point. Again, if you guys want to see all of these, you can stop the video and look at it. But I'm going to scroll down to things that I would buy. Again, these videos are just to show you like what I'm thinking. If I was in the mind frame of being like an entrepreneur just trying to get in the phone flipping game, an iPhone 16 Plus still wouldn't be my buy, even though they're saying sealed, non-activated 415 and open 415. Well, who wants a 16 Plus? It's the same version of a 16, just in a bigger bundle, right? And to be honest, guys, it's never going to get you the money because you're going to be sitting on that phone for a long ass time. Trust me. Let me pull up the next one. I literally just got home. All right, cool. So now we got the 15 Pro Max unlocked. We have, no, these are used. I don't want to do used. I don't want to do used. I don't want to do used. Hold on. Okay, it's this one. All right, cool. So we see that. We saw that. Let's see what the 16s are worth, though. So look at the 16s. So a new 16, a buyer sealed is paying $510. That's a good price. I have a few buyers paying $530, but $510 isn't bad. Activated $480. See, that's a really good ass price. Because if that's 480 right here, what do you think a 15 is worth? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, cut off. Oh, I have my guys send me the screenshots to it. Let me see. Let me see. If an iPhone 16 is 400 something, if it's, because see, look at the 16E. Like, this is not a good phone to buy. This is a bad sign. A newer device selling for $210. Let's see. Wow. So I unlocked. Yo, no way. Let me check another buyer real quick. There's no way. Okay. Okay. So unlocked iPhone 15, 128 sealed, 380. Activated 300. Locked, sealed, 270. Open 2. This is gonna be 270. So they're paying you $270 for an iPhone 15. You know how low that is? Y'all know how low that is? That's crazy. That's crazy. So far, I would say 17s, I definitely buy new. 16s, I'd buy new. Only unlocked though, not used. No used. 350 is a good price. It's just, who's gonna sell you a phone for 300? A 16 for 300. That's absurd, right? Like that would be hard. That would be really hard for somebody to do. You have to have some really good negotiating skills. You have to have some really good negotiation skills. Hold on, y'all. Flying back to her. All right. Now let's move to, and I'm sorry guys, but again, I think this is really important for a bunch of phone flippers, man. The 16E, I wouldn't recommend buying. The 16E, to be completely honest and fair, it is a low price device. If you look, guys, a 16E is a device that you can't even trade in for a 17. Why? Because iPhone, or Apple, excuse me, messed up. They messed up creating the 16E. It's one of the worst phones on the market right now, because if you buy it, it doesn't hold value. Nobody wants to buy it in the first place. It's like an iPhone SE, iPhone 5S, right? These are devices not a lot of people are, trying to trade phones to get, okay? And a lot of these wholesale buyers are selling these phones in their country. And they're selling these phones to people that are less fortunate, or that have more money in that currency that they are catering to, but evidently they're not going towards those phones. Now, if you're trying to sell a phone and you just want to sell a newer device, let's say all you had was the option to get a new phone, I definitely would do an orange iPhone 17 in any type of capacity. All right, let's move on to something else. We got two more, y'all. I just got in the crib, so I am tired. I'm sorry if my energy is a little down. Literally, listen, but I'm doing this for y'all, man. All right, iPhone 17 Max locked, 256. So we have like new, tiny scratches. So here's how the A plus grade, like new, B plus tiny scratch. These don't really. That's not true. A plus, a phone that is basically new in a box. Just probably old, right? B plus, no box, but very fairly new. B grade, some scratches, okay? We really would only be buying B grade. So the 17 Pro Max locked, 780. Like, these are astronomically not even, yeah, I'm not even gonna mess with the 17 because it doesn't make sense. We're, see, again, 16, I'm not paying 600. I'm not paying 700 because we would have to pay 600 to get $90 profit, 700 to get $60 profit because again, we got to buy lower so that we can actually finesse with this buyer, right? I wouldn't do this. This, in my opinion, isn't going to get us money. If you're a phone flipper, you want to watch out for this type of stuff. These models are not what you want to get. The Pro Max series, you never really want to entertain. And the reason is because while the Pro Max is popular and people do buy it and you can sell it to regular people like me and you, consumers, right? Wholesalers, they're paying a good amount, but the person we're buying it from is going to want more. You know what I mean? Like the consumer that we're making a deal with is going to want more for a Pro Max. So it will stretch our pockets and we're going to end up losing out. And that's where it's like, we don't want that to happen. So like, that's why I wouldn't get that. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to close this deal while talking as well. I apologize. I got to check on the store and all that. So the 16 Pro though is a very interesting one, especially when it's locked, right? So right now, remember, we're not dealing with A plus or B plus because we're not really going to even see those. But look at this, 410. A buyer's paying 410, which would mean we would have to probably get this device for like 360. I can offer somebody 300 for a Pro and them actually do it. I can. But the problem I think with that is it would have to be the right person because the 16 with the Pro attached to it, people think it's worth like 500. You can look and check. People are trying to sell these phones, especially since it's Christmas, for a high price. The beautiful thing about this though, everybody's struggling. I think I said in my most recent video, go check out my video, y'all. If y'all love me, man, please check out my video. Just like, that's all I ask. Like and comment something, please. I just need your help. I'm trying to get in the algorithm. But I think that there's a lot of opportunity in the 16 model, especially when it comes used. But I would only buy locked. I would only buy a used phone locked and try to sell it to another person. I wouldn't sell them to a buyer because this is, come on, bro. Come on. I just sold a 16 for I just sold a 16 for $300 from a consumer. But I sold that in person. I got the cash right away. I didn't have to have any type of relationship with that person. Like it's a hit and quit. Like, well, not hit and quit. You know what I'm saying? It's a one and done. It's like I hand on the phone, never talk to them again. Buyer, it's a little different. I feel like for used phones, we would have to look a little lower. Okay, so 15s look like they hit. I'm just gonna use the, I'm just gonna use the Yeti, y'all. I don't know how long have you guys not been able to hear me. Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. This is just annoying, man. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Like, it just keeps cutting off. Hold on, y'all. This has been a horrible technical live right now, man. I don't know what's going on with it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what the hell? Like, these are astronomically not even. Yeah, I'm not even gonna mess with the 7 because it does. You have the 1 terabyte for man 1080, and you have the two. I'm gonna come back live, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna come back live. I gotta fix this. I'll come back live. I promise. I got y'all. But I gotta fix this microphone situation and this dumb behind camera. I will see y'all in a little bit. Give me a little bit. I'll probably go live like around 9 because this thing is draw. It's